is Jeopardy! Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy B back with you once again for another edition of the Answering Questions show Jeopardy right here at Ep14 Productions. Glad you could join me here today. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it has been a while since I've actually played Jeopardy. The last couple of episodes you've seen here on my channel, I recorded both of those approximately the same time, so to say I might be a little out of practice might be an understatement in this one. But we'll see what happens. Right now, I've got $174,252 currently for my total for the season. And we're going to see how well we do in this episode. And you know what? Just because I haven't played in a while, I'm taking the difficulty back down again. Because, you know what? I don't feel like I'm up to the challenge today, so we'll see what happens. Let's have the ladies up here. We have Ann and Margie once again. Let's jump into it. Let's play some Jeopardy! Of course, one daily double in our first round. And I know what some of you are asking, Brandon, where's the webcam? Well, I tell you what, it's going to be here again shortly, but today's just one of those days I really don't feel like putting my face on the camera, so yeah, I do apologize. Some videos you'll get it, some videos you won't. It just depends on how I feel. And again, kind of my choice, so that's what it is. Besides, it's not about you staring at my face for a half hour while I make stupid derp faces. It's more along the lines of watching the game and enjoying the content and playing along with me. Like I hope you guys will do on this episode of Jeopardy as we look at the first round categories for this game. They are the following. We have hitting the links. Next up, nursery rhyme aftermath. Oh my. Volcanoes. We got potpourri. Nice. Their last top 10 hit. And the Royal Rumble. Yes! Please let that be the Royal Rumble I'm hoping for. A wrestling category would make my day today. Because it's been kind of a rough one for me. But let's get into it. You know what? I'm just going to peek at it. It's probably questions about kings and queens and something like that. But I'm really hoping it's wrestling. Please. Royal Rumble 200. Prince Philip got the dukedom of this Scottish city when he married then Prince Elizabeth. I figured it was kings and queens. I'm going to take a shot. What is Edinburgh? There we go. I'm on the board. See, Jeopardy, you got my hopes up hoping for a wrestling category, and you managed to smash it back down already. Oh well. Let's go to their last top 10 hit for 200. In the Navy, that would be the Village People. I'm kind of happy about this first round. We're going to see how it plays out because this is actually a round that I feel like that I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing quite well, so we'll see what happens here. Let's do their last top 10 hit for 4. My Ding-a-Ling, 1972. Oh, I know this. Some people sing it at karaoke all the time. I'm going to take a shot. Who is Marty Robbins? No? Okay. Not the guy I was thinking of then. No, it was Chuck Berry. That's a Chuck Berry tune? Wow. Stuff you learn every day. Alright, their last top 10 hit, 600. Touch Me, 1969. I'm mad to get back-to-back clues of My Ding-a-Ling and then Touch Me. Yeah. I wasn't going to point it out, but at this point I'm like, yeah, kind of have to, because it's funny. Anywho, I got nothing on this one. It's the Doors. Okay. The last top 10 hit for 8. Rome. Who are the B-52s? I would be remiss had I not gotten that one. And last top 10 hit for 1,000. The Winner Takes It All, 1980. Um, is that ABBA? It is ABBA. You see, I hadn't seen the new ABBA movie, but it sounded like it'd be an ABBA title. Alright, Anne's got control and the lead. So go to the Royal Rumble for 800. And you are my girl, and no one can hurt you. Oh no, because this 1962 title, Royal and #1 hit, is around. Who was the Duke of Earl? Huh, I should have got that one, but I didn't recognize the lyric. Alright, and Potpourri for 600. One might think that this make of Ford runs best from April 20th to May 20th. What is the Fiesta? Well, but my logic there was like, Cinco de Mayo's around that time, so May 1st, so I'm like, okay, Fiesta party, you would think. April 20th to May 20th, is that Taurus? Is that like astrological? Yeah, it was astrological is what I was looking for. Okay. My brain went one way, should have went the other. That's okay, it happens. Margie's got control, we go with volcanoes for 1,000. Paracutin volcano in this country began a farmer's field in 1943. Within 6 days, it had a cinder cone 500 feet high. That's scary. You start off with an empty field in your backyard. 6 days later, there's a 500-foot tall volcano there. That'll give you nightmares every single day. Alright. Margie says, nursery rhyme aftermath for 1,000. This ought to be a fun one. This person was whipped after stealing a pig. Some consider it cruel and unusual punishment. Who was Wee Willie Winky? Oh. And Anne and Margie are like, no. Who is Tom? Tom? Oh, in regards to like Tom Thumb, maybe. Anyway. Hitting the links for 600. This ancient trade route linking China and Europe was used by Marco Polo in the 13th century. Margie beat me the buzzer. And I didn't like any of the choices, but I gotta try to catch up here. What is the Pacific Corridor? No. Wow. I told y'all this was going to be a rough game for me today because I'm like out of it, but I needed to record some more games for you guys because I was running low. So, we had to put this one in here. So, yeah, that's where we are right now. It was the Silk Road. Oh, that's right, because they wanted to, they were looking for silk and other ways to trade with China. That's the key to it. Alright, volcanoes for 6. A 1963 underwater eruption began the formation of this island of Surtsey off this North Atlantic country. And again, I apologize to those out there if I absolutely butcher these pronunciations today, but it's just, again, it's an off day for me, but I'm still playing games for you guys, so. And this is the first time in a while I think I've seen 2 players in the red. I don't know where the island of Surtsey is. That's off of Iceland. Okay. Very good. Margie, you still got control. Be nice if you stay in a category. Hitting the links for 800. Xerox created the local area network known as this to link computers at its research center. What is a LAN? Okay, maybe not. Because I was thinking, what is the local access network? Response was the Ethernet. Oh, so Xerox are the ones that came up with like an Ethernet connection. Okay, fair enough. Nursery rhyme aftermath for 6. About this rhyme, the union doesn't feel that sleeping while the sheep and the cows wander away should get you fired. I know this one. Who is Little Boy Blue? There we go. Now we have subtraction. Let's go the right way. Let's continue in nursery rhyme aftermath for 8. The SPCA has filed a lawsuit against this person who cut off the tails of 3 visually impaired mice. Who is the farmer's wife? There we go. Only 800 in the hole now. Trying to play that catch-up game. Nursery rhyme aftermath for 4. It's the Daily Double! Okay. Alright, so Daily Double and Nursery Rhyme Aftermath. I'm in the hole right now as it stands, so I need to try to get myself in this game. Let's see, I think I can wager as much as 1,000 because it's round 1, so. Yeah, let's go for it. $1,000 gets me out of the hole. This juvenile must undergo counseling for making unwanted advances that made girls cry. Oh, Georgie Porgy Pudding Pie kissed the girls and made them cry. Who's Georgie Porgy? And with that, I'm out of the hole. And I just turned the game volume up a little bit, so hopefully you guys can hear a little better. Alright, Nursery Rhyme Aftermath for 2. He settled with the insurance company when he fell apart after toppling from a neighbor's wall. Who was Humpty Dumpty? I'm mad these doesn't sound like actual real life scenarios, but it's kind of funny. I like that category. I hope I get more of those. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's go hitting the links for 2. 24 tales are linked in this Chaucer masterpiece. Okay, it is what I think it is. Margie buzzed in. Yeah, what is the Canterbury Tales? That's what I was initially thinking, but I was like, I don't want to start losing my money. I just got back. Anyway, Royal Rumble for 400. This jazzman wrote almost 1,000 short musical pieces, including 1936's Clarinet Lament. It was Duke Ellington. Okay. Alright, Margie again. Royal Rumble for 6. Bill Duke and Jesse Ventura didn't have time to bleed in a nasty jungle in this 1987 Schwarzenegger film. What is Predator? Okay. Margie again. Royal Rumble for 1,000. Doris Duke, this famous heiress, got her money from this industry. Don't know a lot about kings and queens, so I'm gonna pass. Was it? And Anne loses the lead, and hey, look at that! They're back in first place with a measly $400. After seeing the choices, I'm leaning toward tobacco, but I don't want to risk $1,000 and falling back in the red again, so I'm gonna pass. Dang it! I should have went for it. I'm gutted already. All right, Margie again. Volcanoes for 4. This Indonesian volcano just west of Java erupted in 1883, causing sea waves almost 130 feet high. Krakatoa. So that's where Krakatoa is at. It's off the Indian coast. Okay, noted. I knew of the volcano, I just didn't know where it was at. Potpourri for 1,000. It orbits the sun at a mean distance of about 888 million miles, though we're not sure what kind of miles per gallon it gets. What is Saturn? The clue was miles per gallon, which led me to believe in a car. The first planet that came to mind was Mercury, but I'm like, when it didn't show up, I'm like, alright, it's gotta be Saturn then. See? Use the clues to help you in this game. You'll figure stuff out. Alright, not much left on the board for this round. Let's kill hitting the links for 4. The Oswego Canal links the Erie Canal with this Great Lake. Is that Huron? That was Ontario. Okay. I'm like, it's not one of the ones that you don't think of. Links for 1,000. Using simple bonding links, this substance is used as bleach. What is hydrogen peroxide? I'm trying to think of the chemical composition. Like, it's hydrogen peroxide, yes. Alright, only one with money right now, 2,400. Let's go to volcanoes for 2. The names of 2 types of lava flow, that word, and A, come from this language. That better be Hawaiian. If it's not, I'm gonna be upset. See? Some days I'll attempt to read it. Some days it's just like, nope, not doing it. Anyway, volcanoes for 8. In Roman mythology, this god of fire blacksmith shops were located under Mount Etna. I should know this. Is it Mars? That was Vulcan. If they had just made a Star Trek reference, I'd have been good. Alright, time for random questions now for the last 3. Once living near the Great Lakes but defeated by the Iroquois, this tribe moved to the southeast. Oh, please be, who is the Cherokee? Yes! Haha! Thank you to my friends and who are all Cherokee Indians telling me some stuff. Potpourri for 4. It won't tax you much to take a gamble and name this Riviera city 9 miles from Nice, France. What is Monte Carlo? Had to think gambling-wise. And finally, to finish off, potpourri for 2. This Kate McGrew Star Trek show would have been very different if the crew traveled around space in a Chrysler van. What is Star Trek Voyager? I'm gonna say I blanked for a second. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not Next Generation. It's not Deep Space Nine. But okay, end of the Jeopardy round. I have the lead with 4,000. Ann's in second place with 800. Margie with no money will start first in the double Jeopardy round, where we have 2 daily doubles on the board. Let's look at the categories. We got TV trivia. Nice. Cloning around. Wow, interesting. Of roads. Is that Cody Rhodes? Myth. California property. And it's a tough world. Interesting stuff. Margie, where we begin? California property for 1,600. In the 1920s, this bespectacled movie comic spent $2 million on Green Acres, his Beverly Hills estate. Who is Charlie Chaplin? Good guess, but totally wrong. Who is Harold Lloyd? Okay. Alright, Margie. Of Rhodes is 1,600. Over 100 feet high, the Colossus of Rhodes was an ancient bronze statue of this sun god overlooking the harbor. Was it Ra? That was Helios. Okay. And has tied up the match again. Alright. Where to? It's a tough world for 1,600. At about 8,000 square miles, it's the smallest country in the Western Hemisphere, beginning with E. And what is El Salvador? And that's correct. She jumps in the lead with 4,000. Alright. Where are we going? Myth for 2,000. That guy, right there, Achilles. Let's see. Acilius, I think. That's as close as I'm going to get. Acilius wrote a trilogy dealing with the myth of this brother of Amygdala. I got nothing. Margie says, who is Oystries. Oh, very good. I'm glad y'all know your myth, because that's not me. Not my strongest category. It's a tough roll for 12. This southern South American capital city's first Western visitor was Pedro de Mendoza in 1536. Southern South American capital city. Yep, it's the only one that made sense to me of the list, so Margie gets it. Second place now. Tough roll for 2000. First nation of this name existed in 650 BC. The largest declared its independence from Yugoslavia in 1991. Was Macedonia? Was. Dang. I'm mad Margie killing me to these buzzers today. Alright. We're going to tough roll for 800. The total number of U.S. states that border the Gulf of Mexico. Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Alabama. What is 5? Georgia, Alabama, Florida. Alright. I got control of the board finally. Let's finish off with tough roll for 400. This Scandinavian capital is found on 2 islands. Those 2. Is it Stockholm? Nope, Copenhagen. Alright. Alright, and finds a daily double. Under myth. Betting $2,047 on this one. Alright, here's your clue. One legend says that Eos, goddess of the dawn, fell in love with this hunter and carried him away. Is it Orion? It is. See? I would have got that one had I could have picked it. But dang. Anne's got 64-47 in the lead, and we continue on with TV trivia. Alright, here's the one I've got a chance at. One version of this 1950s TV character had exactly 48 freckles, one for each state in the Union at the time. I feel like I should know this. I'm going to take a shot. Who is Howdy Doody? Yes! I have chosen well today. Alright, but still in third place. Let's do some more TV trivia. 400. In August of 2001, after 33 years, he took off his loafers for his last new show. Who is Fred Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Which the new documentary was actually playing in my hometown. I thought about going to see it, but I didn't get a chance to. So I'm going to wait for it to come out like DVD and that or Redbox. But I heard it was really good, and that's something I definitely needed to check out. So I'll get to that. And if it's still playing in your area when this video releases, check it out. Anyway, TV trivia for 8. William Shatner starred in the classic episode Nightmare at 20,000 Feet on this sci-fi anthology series. What is the Twilight Zone? Yes. Creeping back into this game, thanks to the help of television. TV trivia for 1600. This comedian and game show regularly occupied the center square on Hollywood Squares and co-starred in Bye Bye Birdie. Who was Paul Lynde? Again, being a game show person, I would kick myself for not knowing that one. TV trivia for 2000. Jean Cleese ran the Tidal Hotel with help from Manuel and Polly on this popular British TV import. Don't know it. What is Faulty Towers? Okay. Well, thanks to the help of some TV trivia, I'm back in first place. Let's go cloning around for 400. The cloning of dinosaur DNA popularized this 1993 movie blockbuster. What is Jurassic Park? Anyway, 800. It's a daily double. Okay. I have the lead by just over 800 bucks. So you know what? I'm not going to be too crazy about it. I will actually do clue value here. So 800. Born in Austria, he starred in The Sixth Day, a 2000 film in which clones attempt to take over the world. The only one I know is who is Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's the only one that I know that's from Austria. So, da 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 da, winner. Anyway, let's go cloning around for 12. The military clones Ripley to produce a bioweapon in this 1997 film. What is Aliens? It's one of them, but I'm like, which one is it? And nobody wants to take a guess? Correct response is Alien Resurrection. Okay. Alright, lead's still mine. I'm cloning around for 16. Harrison Ford hunts down and kills clones called replicants in this 1982 sci-fi classic. I believe they just made a remake of this. What is Blade Runner? See, I don't see a lot of movies, but I learned the synopsis of them because of stuff like this. Helps me. Cloning around for 2000. Construction worker Michael Keaton clones himself to get more done in this 1996 comedy. I feel like I should know this, and I can't think of the movie's title. What is Multiplicity? Alright. Okay, let's go of Rhodes for 400. Since 1947, the island of Rhodes has been part of this nation. I wish I knew where it was. I'm gonna say Greece. It's it. See, and guessed it, so it's worth the try now. What is Greece? Aha! It is a Greek island. Okay, that helps a little. Of Rhodes of 800. The name Rhodes may come from Irod Phoenician for these poisonous creatures that once infested the island. What are snakes? Very good. Let's continue with 12. The southern entrance to this sea is partially blocked by the islands of Crete and Rhodes. Considering where it's located, what is the Mediterranean Sea? And no guess. Anne and Margie are clueless. And the correct answer is the Aegean Sea. Okay. Alright, and finish Rhodes for 2000. In 1522, this magnificent Ottoman ruler drove the Knights of St. John out of Rhodes. That one I have no idea. Who was Suleiman the First? Sounds like a song. Anyway. California property for 2000. This wealthy LA County community on the Pacific Coast Highway was once the personal property of Frederick Ringe. What is Malibu? Ah. That also used to be owned by one man. That's kind of scary. Myth for 1200. The Egyptian god was the brother and husband of Isis. Was it Ra? No, it's Osiris. Again, Osiris. I should be dealing with myth there. Margie. California property for 800. In May of '69, People's Park in this city was the scene of Bloody Thursday when police took on local activists. Not familiar. What is Berkeley? Okay. And Margie. California property for 12. The Henry Miller Home and Library are landmarks on this big stretch of coast south of Monterey. Oh, I feel like I should know that. What is Big Sur? Big Sur. 3 clues left, Margie. California property for 4. Ronald and Nancy Reagan had the address of their Bel-Air changed from this number to 668. What is 666? Only one makes sense. 2 clues left. Let's deal with myth first. 800. In Norse myth, he's the one-eyed god of wisdom and war. Where's my buddy Raven? He knows this. He's such a Viking sort of spirit. Loves learning about that kind of history, so he would know. Yep, it is Odin. I let him down. Anyway, final clue for 400. In despair over murdering his father and marrying his mother, he blinds himself and goes into exile. Who is Oedipus? Oedipus. Alright. End of the Double Jeopardy round. I still have the lead, but it's not by much. 8,400 from me. Margie in second with 8,000. N with 6,047. And it's now time for Final Jeopardy. Tonight's Final Jeopardy category is Sports Stars. Sports Stars. Alright. Again, I feel like an idiot for wagering this much, but I have to. She has to wager all 8,000, so that means I have to wager 8,001 and get it right. So that's my bid. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the Final Jeopardy clue: Sports Stars. He's the only athlete in history to play in both the Super Bowl and the World Series. The only 2-sport athlete I know who would have done that would have been Bo Jackson. So I'm going to go, who is Bo Jackson? Correct response, who is Deion Sanders? When did Deion play in the major leagues? That's what I want to know. And more importantly, what team did he play for? Well, either way, I'm not the winner for this game because Margie got it right. And she wins with $15,379. Okay. So I finished with $3.99 on this one. 71% accuracy, which, again, I don't know how that compares to some of my other games. I feel like it's low. But 174,651 is my total now. And 77% accuracy is all we had at best on this one. Alright. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for this game of Jeopardy, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you like this series and want to see more of it, all you got to do is click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. And until I get my brain racked once again and we have more Jeopardy fun, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time right here with more Jeopardy. Take care. Bye for now, folks.